What's up, guys? Another episode of the Mogul Minute. All right, you're being a real mogul out there. You have a big week, Dr. Amanda, planned. We're talking about this offline, but Thursday, you're going to host a life student engagement dinner.
Yes. The Life University Alumni Association hosts this with
Okay.
Life University, and we pour into the students. And we have Dr. Tanaz Modarasi will be our guest speaker. She is big in PI. She has a big PI network and club, and she collaborates with a lot of docs and attorneys in Atlanta. She's fantastic.
Well, I was thinking about for you, what an honor that has to be is it an honor? I mean, am I reaching there, or is that something cool that you're asked to do that and host it?
It is such an honor to
Okay.
I love Life University, to have graduated from Life University and to be there and to be able to connect with students is incredible.
I had a recent scug bug on Facebook with someone, and they're going after the boards, and I was like thinking, like, it's like getting mad at the DMV because a used car salesman sold you something.
Yes.
I,
Yeah.
why look, no school is perfect. You obviously went to life, you represent life. What makes life special, you think?
Life is so special. I'm lucky I got to go when Sid and Nell were at Life, so I really was immersed in philosophy of chiropractic.
Did you get to meet him at any
I
time?
sat on his porch on a rocking chair. Nell took me in her closet. She had rows of shoes, and she said that during the Depression, after that, she didn't get rid of anything, that she kept everything. And that her husband would say, you don't have to keep that, but she had rows of shoes, and that was thrilling.
You're so cool because we could talk about this on the show is like you're just such a student of life and no pun intended in chiropractic and business. Is there anything you learn or think about back in those days that comes back to you now that reinforces anything business practice wise that like Stu or I mean Sid or any of them like share? Like, is there anything from that era that you're like you think
Yeah,
about?
and I guess like now we're in a new era of we just have to say no sometimes. It's okay to say no. But when I was a student, I wanted to learn everything. I said yes to everything. I went to any event that I could. I would never have just met Nell and Sid and really been able to sit at tables with them had I not gotten involved and was, really part of the school. So I think it's really important just to be as immersed as you can.
What do you mean by now we gotta say no?
Well, you just can't say yes to everything. But now you can choose, and there's different reasons why we say no. But I think in school or while we're growing, we are saying no to way too many things that we should be saying yes to. I think you have to earn the no.
You gotta earn the no. Okay, cool. On that note, all right. So then you're going to back to Florida. So you're in Detroit. You're going down to Atlanta, Georgia. Going back to the source.
Yes.
Saturday, you have the ICA thing.
Yeah, actually, I'm flying out. I'm flying in Thursday afternoon and flying out at 11 p.m. headed to Clearwater for the ICA annual meeting and board meetings. So that's
And I,
going to be amazing.
and I believe that there's going to be some other entities there at the same hotel that day. I've heard.
Hell, same date, same time, same station. This is going to be fun.
What do you think? I mean, look. At the end of the day, the bar is going to be pretty cool.
Yes, absolutely. And I just hope, and I don't know why, and being a doctor from Michigan, I mean, our doctors of chiropractic here, we love chiropractic. And when there's a state convention, you're gonna have 1,500 doctors at a venue, and there'll be one bartender. So I do hope that they will make sure that they have enough staff. I don't know why, because it's not like it changes anytime. It's all 1,500 people will be there.
What what anything you're hoping to support, take away, produce on Saturday? Is there or is it just knowledge based stuff?
Well, knowledge based, but we have some board meetings and so excited about the Maha initiative and everything going on in the background there.
What?
So we are, really, this is a time where associations are putting things aside and have leadership that can be responsible adults and come to the table in the best interest of the doctors and the patients. And we're really trying to, um, make some wave with Medicare now that we're all on the same page.
What do you think we need? Where do you think we need to be in chiropractic with I mean, if you had a magic wand, you're the mogul wand, like a princess. What would you do? What was the perfect scenario for chiropractic and Medicare?
Well, there is only one perfect scenario for insurance in chiropractic, period. There is one way to end all of the issues, and that is when an employer purchases visits or chiropractic care for his employees, it is a maintenance policy and it is X amount of units. You may have 20 visits, you may have 10 visits. Every employer is doing what they think is the best for their employee, who then takes their insurance, who then finds out six, oh no, you can't really use 24. You can't because it's per condition. The guidelines are, there are different rules that you meet during their care. So the best way to solve it is to say X amount of visits, period. Make it a maintenance policy. You can come if you're hurting. You can come if you're fine. No one's going to audit you. No one's going to ask for notes. It doesn't matter because it doesn't matter if it's medically necessary or not.
How
That
do we?
is how we
How do we?
solve this
How
problem.
do we get there?
Well, they have the policies. Just change them because what is medically necessary? I'm the doctor. Don't I decide that? So then why does someone later say, no, that really wasn't? Well, it follows your guidelines, it follows the books. So there's no misinterpretation. They should just allow units or allow X amount of visits per policy.
Okay.
That would
Plan
everything.
does everything. Are you gonna have any fun down there? You got any fun plans?
Well, it's pretty much meetings but I'm sure every time there's always fun. We're always doing something every night.
Okay. All right. I want to
I
get
wish
your
I
take
had
on
something
some.
great.
You're good. Behind the scenes. I know. I know. I want to get some hot takes on some stuff that are in some of the chiropractic groups right now. Let me get the mogul take on offering GLPs in your office. What is your hot take on that?
You know what? I say do whatever you want to do in your office. I personally don't really want that in my office, and I've just seen too many problems. And I know that there's a time and a place for it, and whoever wants to deal with it, I think that's fine. But there's a time and a place, and I think that that's something that we should try and do more naturally if we can. You take Chirodin. If Chirodin didn't work, let's talk about it. But most people that are overweight have earned their weight and they just need to be healthier. It's the truth. And I know not everyone, but most people have earned it.
Yeah.
And you can also earn a healthy lifestyle. Everyone loves it. All my girlfriends love it. All my girlfriends are taking it. I'm not dissing it. That's
Yeah.
not something do unto others. I don't want that, so I don't have that in my office.
Look, you're a mogul. You live a different life, and my wife lives a life of better living through chemistry, and there's times and needs for that. Is there anything you ever see over in the med spa world, or that side that you go, holy shit, we should be doing this in chiropractic?
I mean everything.
Not Botox and filler, right? But like their biz practices.
I wish that into our practices we can incorporate everything down to the facial. I mean, it's all about whole body wellness and well-being.
Do you see anything like that they do that are great? Like this is something that was a big hot button thing recently in one of the groups is, dentists give out toothbrushes and toothpaste to new patients. What are docs sending home on their day one? What do you think we should be sending home, if anything?
Right. So I do, and I do think about wellness. So we usually do something like, massage gift certificates or something for our office.
I like that.
Yeah.
So you're hooking, and the massage therapist is not in your office, right?
Well, actually, our massage therapist is in our office.
So they get the business.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right. I want to get the whole take on this. I grew up with this where my dad, he didn't like having a massage therapist because he thought that made the patients want to choose between chiro and massage at times. Is that a battle, and how do you control that battle?
No, that's exactly how you manage the patient. It's total
Okay.
patient management. If your patient is choosing massage over chiropractic, you have not educated your patient properly. Or they
Okay.
just
So
don't care. Then you get now I'm not saying that we have teachers on certain policies that are only coming in really because they know they have massage, and the second they retire, you're never going to see them again. We all know that. But so I'm not saying that there aren't
Yeah.
patients that do that. But I think that that should be an anomaly. That should be so far and few between. And I actually, with care plans, will even advise massage for their first care plan. So I think that it should be patient management.
I saw this picture from an old chiropractic clinic. All new patients are required to attend orientation. This is an office rule. There are no exceptions. Orientations are held on Wednesdays. Now, you're talking about education. What's the mogul take on new patients required to attend an orientation?
Okay, so I saw that too, and I absolutely was laughing so hard. I loved it. And where I was an associate, and I wouldn't take it back for anything, and I would do it 100 times over. I love the doctor that I associated for. So lucky. But he had a mandatory wellness class and orientation. And honestly, it doesn't really work. I shouldn't say it doesn't work in the real world because it worked for him and it was full every week. So, yes, it did work in the real world. Not really something I want to incorporate in my office, but there's something to be said about the orientation. I see patients go through with, especially associate doctors, by the time they're done, they have absolutely no idea why they were ever there except the pain. Like they don't know anything about chiropractic. They have not been taught anything. Maybe the orientation should come back. Bring back the orientation.
All right. So after
Maybe we bring it back in a different way now. Maybe we zhuzh it up, a zhuzhy one.
okay, all right, I did that. All
In
right.
the classroom.
What's big? Okay, I love that. I love that idea. Hey, if you want to work with Amanda, you got to head over to chiromoguls.com. I want to talk about one of the things that you're really great at helping clinics with, which is getting associates trained up on their day one, day two processes and helping to get them to retain patients, get patients to refer. What's one tip we can leave a clinic with that might be struggling with that with an associate this week?
Listen to them. Make sure that they're recording it, and you need to listen to your associate also. Maybe not what they're saying, it might be how they're saying it. It could be their face. If you look at them like you're not sure when you say it, well, they're not going to be sure. So, what is your facial expression? How are you saying it? What is your tone? You have to listen to it. Listen to them. Don't believe
I
they said anything. The doctor's being honest. They think they went in a room and they did everything. And when you listen to it, you're like, you did nothing, but they think they did.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Hey guys, chiromoguls.com. If you are out and about in Atlanta, Georgia, you're gonna be hosting the student engagement dinner on Thursday. She's gonna be in Florida at the ICA. Is it a convention, the ICA convention, or
Yes,
is it just
it's the annual meeting.
annual meeting? No better person you can have a share of champagne with than the mogul, Dr. Amanda. We'll stay tuned for next week and we'll hear some of the gossip maybe that happened down there.
Yes, stop by. I'm happy to buy you a glass of champagne.